What's up? I promise you I'll look so much better in a little bit, okay? Just give me a few minutes. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Face Over Matter. It is your girl, Jay, here. And in today's video, first of all, can you hear me? Testing 1, 2. I have a new mic, and I'm praying that it is working out. I was vlogging today, and I feel that I got my microphone to work. I'm super excited, and I'm hoping that it works because I really got tired of that other microphone just in the way and just always hooking to my shirt, and it was just in the way, and I just got tired of it. So here we are. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with my SPF from Olay. This stuff is the best. I'm trying to make up for not filming today. Like, I did not film at all today. I was just out and about, just doing stuff. Like, I really feel like there's not really a lot of hours in the day to get everything done. So here we are. Gonna take my Mario Badescu Rose Water, spritz that all over. I just literally found out today that, are you guys familiar with Olivia Newton-John? If you do not know her by name, then you may know her by face. She was the main character in Grease. Her name, I think she went by Sandy. Was her name Sandy or Sarah? Sandy, I think. She was the main character. She was the one who ended up with John Travolta. She's Olivia Newton-John, okay? I just found out today that chick is 70 years old. Like, I did not realize. I honestly, I think it was just one of those things where I never thought about where she was nowadays. It's like I've seen Grease 1,000 times, and I guess I didn't really realize how long ago it was. And then I think about John Travolta, and he's been around for a while, and I know he's pretty old now, so it kind of clicked like later on. I was like, okay, it adds up. But man, I didn't know she was that old. But whew, okay. Olivia Newton-John still around, guys. Get it, girl. I know that's right. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows real quick. But, like I said, I want this to kind of be like a chit chat. So what's going on, guys? So if you guys remember, in my other video, I mentioned that I was getting ready to go to Mortician school. I'm going to get my degree to be a licensed mortician. And I did say then, I said, if you didn't know what a mortician was or what mortuary studies is, I had said Google it. So if you ended up Googling it, then you would have found out that a mortician is someone who deals with dead bodies, who gets them prepared for the funeral, for the last viewing of them in their physical form. And I know it's probably like, what the heck, Jalen? Like, you do makeup, you know, why would you want to deal with that? But honestly, just as like a kind of like an embarrassing thing, I've always had an interest in dead bodies. Not on a weird joint where I want to just like play around and just sit around with corpses. Like, no, not that. It's just I take interest in when the body shuts down, and you know, I'm interested in like what shuts down first. You know, what organ shuts down first? Like, is it the heart? You know, does that just stop beating first? All right, cool. So what's next? I'm interested in that type of stuff, and I know it's really weird and people may judge me, but you know, it is what it is. And I think makeup can tie into that. Like, doing an alive person's makeup, I know is completely different from doing a corpse, but in a sense, not that much. You know, you're still doing the same thing. You're making them look presentable, but of course you're not always going to deal with someone who has all of their facial features, you know, together, you know, not trying to get all gory and stuff, but let's just be real about it. Think of someone, maybe they may have been in an explosive accident or a car accident, or, you know, just something, and maybe half of their face got blown off. Like, if it's to the point where it's like an open casket type of deal, that's where I'll step in. I may have to do some things, you know, just that. I'm just interested in that. And I've been trying to get advice from people, and I have to go to a meeting next week. And I'm going to actually talk with a full-time mortician who actually owns their own funeral home. Very successful funeral home at that. So I'm really excited, and just to see what this chapter may be. The thing about it is, I try to put everything into God's hands, and I really value God's opinion about what he wants for my life. I truly believe that he has what's best for my life. And sometimes, you know, like with walking in your purpose and things, we may get involved in things that may not be for us and stuff. So my whole mindset of this is, I'm giving it to God, and I'm going to let him do the rest. I'm going to let him lead me to where I need to go, the schooling, where I may end up working, and what funeral home, just all of that. And I truly believe that if it's for me, things will start to, you know, plan out. And the crazy thing is, I had the idea about it. Like I said, I've always taken interest in it. And just a heads up, I am no longer doing clinical psychology. I stopped taking classes because I had, for the longest time, I was literally doing something that I did not like to do. Hence why I have been heavy on YouTube and just really trying to do a lot of makeup and doing freelancing. I just really take interest in makeup. Now, I do believe that makeup is not my only calling. I do feel that it's a deeper level for me to interact with people, interact with different types of fields in the makeup industry, things like that. I really feel like I fit in with that, along with ministry in some type of way, and I feel like I do have a calling on my life that tends for me to always involve ministry. So with that being said, I was taking an interest in it, and like I said, me being in school, I was just not enjoying what I was doing. Let me do makeup. I was not enjoying what I was doing. So with the whole clinical psychology, I found myself sitting in classes. I found myself doing a whole lot of things that honestly I didn't really enjoy. I didn't like it. I didn't, just where I was at the time, I wasn't enjoying it, and I had to make a switch. With that being said, here I am. I'm picking up mortuary studies, and I do feel that this is something exciting. And even in the beginning of me doing, even thinking about doing mortuary studies, it was one of those things where it was like, I tell my mom everything just about. So it was like, we were having a conversation one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm really interested in doing this whole mortician thing. And she, her first initial response was, what? You really want to do that? Why that? What sparked your interest in that? Crazy thing about it is she ended up having a conversation with my uncle, and who is a mortician as well as a bunch of other things. Super smart guy. Yeah, he's been doing this mortician thing for years, since I think he was maybe 18. So she ended up bringing it up to him during a conversation during dinner, and mentioned me wanting to be a mortician. And it came up to where I was like, oh, okay, well, if she's really interested, I can hook her up with the person I'm going to end up having the meeting with. I can hook her up with this person and, get her started on her way. So my whole thought process is, God will lay the foundation. He'll do it. If it's for you, he'll do it. And it was crazy. I didn't have to reach out to anybody. I didn't have to say anything. It was just one of those things where it was like, hey, I heard that this is what you want to do. I'm here to help. And I was super happy, super excited. And here I am beginning this new journey. Now, I will say, I am praying hard about this, because this is something that comes with a lot. It can do something to your mental. And I am not a person I am a person who receives things and doesn't do well with her thoughts. So I thought about it, and I'm like, well, I don't know if this is even something I want to do, because I know I'm a very visual person. I remember things very vividly when it comes to stuff. And every day, your average person is not sitting around thinking, okay, let me look at a dead body today. But if they're seeing it, what are they going to do? So my whole thought process is, God, if this ain't for me, stop me in my tracks, because I am not trying to be scarred for life and always have this image of somebody's dead body in my face. Because a mortician, you're not going to see the finished product first. The mortician sees the before and after. They see this part before they see the glam part. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that whole thing. So I'm just trying to make sure this is exactly where another chapter that God wants me to be in. Because even being a mortician is in my full-blown, calling. I feel there's more levels to my life that I have yet to even touch the surface of. So that's just one thing I wanted to share with you guys. So keep it in your prayers, and just in your prayer time, just throw my name in the atmosphere. Just throw it around. Just say, hey, Jalen just said, hey, call her. Okay? Because this is definitely something that has been brought up to my attention a lot in the past, and it was one of those things where I brushed off as if they were talking to me crazy. And it makes me laugh now, because it's like, okay, well, this is something I'm taking interest in, and I'm actually pressing forward to make it one of my strings of income, one of my careers, one of my passions. So there's that. And yeah. So by the way, I used the ColourPop foundation today. I'm checking around my mouth to make sure it is not going to do that crazy mess. And the gag is, I'm seeing it do that. What is it with this foundation that makes it darker on my mouth? What am I doing wrong? What is that? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm seeing it do it. Can y'all see that? Like, I don't get it. Why does this foundation do that? Why in this spot? Like, I don't even have discoloration down there. Like, why is, like, I don't get it. Whatever. I'm going to take the concealer in medium dark 32. And I'm just going to highlight. But yeah, so let me know down below your thoughts. If you are a mortician and maybe watching, what is some advice? I have my email in the description bar. If you are a mortician or know of someone who's a mortician and may have some constructive, you know, advice, not just saying, oh no, don't do that, or I don't think that's, you know, not those type of responses, but if you have actual advice about someone who's already a mortician, or you may know someone who is, that type of thing, I am definitely open for suggestions and advice of, you know, I ain't gonna say any kind, but just advice that, you know, some type of warning. Now I know already of what type of stuff that I'll probably end up having to experience, but like I said, it takes a certain type of person to do a certain type of job, and this type of job does consider it calls for a different type of person that can just deal with that and it not, you know, affect them in their everyday life. And you think about it, we walk past morticians anyway. You see all these graves. Somebody had to deal with their dead body. Somebody had to bury them. Somebody had to get them dressed up for the casket. So it's like we walking past morticians all the time. And I think it's one of those jobs where people really don't like just say, hey, I'm a mortician, look at me. I don't think they ever do that. But it's one of those things where it's like, and sometimes you may think of a mortician as being an older person, someone who may be a pastor. A lot of pastors are morticians. You think about older people, but at one point in time, they were young and getting it too, and burying bodies. So it's like, I'm open for something different and drastic. So I'm here for it. But we'll say my only thing is, and I'm pretty sure someone who comes with advice may say this, but my whole thing is I'm not ready to see, and I'm not trying to speak anyone's child dying. I will say I am a little nervous to experience maybe a child passing, and I think that's probably one of the things that my heart is not ready for. And I'm just really asking God to help me get prepared. If this is for me, just allow me to be prepared, because if not, I'm gonna be clocking out of that job so fast. Again, my email will be down below if you have any advice, you know, regarding the whole mortician stuff. Feel free to email me. I will be looking for those emails, okay? I will be looking for them. So I recently just updated my iPhone and I'm a little upset. So have you guys checked out FaceTime? FaceTime now, and I'm probably late because I don't ever update stuff until it tells me I need to update. Like, I'm a big fan of Angry Birds, and I probably had the oldest version of Angry Birds until literally it would not let me open up the app until I updated it. So I was like, okay. So with that being said, I updated my phone probably like 2 nights ago, and you guys, they have filters. If you have not updated your phone, do it and see it. But I missed my old one before I updated it. This, like, FaceTime has filters. It has the little emojis to where, like, you could talk, like the not Facetune, the little Face ID thing. It'll allow you to create your own, like, little Bitmoji thing, and you can talk with them. It's so cool. It's cool and it's fun, but I think it's just FaceTime. And then they got filters. I'm like, bro, y'all just, y'all doing it up. I'm looking at my base right now, and honestly, it looks so good. The first time I was using this ColourPop concealer, I was not digging it, but for some reason today, I'm really hoping you guys can hear me. I did a test run before I filmed, and my audio sounded amazing, so I'm gonna hope and pray that it's okay. Let me take my Coty Airspun. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder and just take a big puffy brush, and I'm just going to lightly tap over where I put concealer. But that just goes to show, like, makeup that may work for you may not work for someone else, or what may not work for me may work beautifully for you. And that is the beauty of makeup, and that's why there are so many brands and products to benefit everybody of all types of, you know, likes or dislikes that they have. That's the beauty of makeup. I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm like, why the heck is there so many brands? But I was like, you know what? There's a lot of people, and it can't just be Fenty and Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like, it's got to be everything in between and outside, like, to benefit everybody. And I think that's awesome. Okay, there's room for everybody, right? I'm going to use my CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Glow Powder. Why do I keep calling it glow powder? And I'm just going to bronze and bring some color to my face all in one swoop. I think the lighter powder might be a good setting powder for under the eyes and stuff too. But this powder in particular, I love just for like blush. I can use it for blush. I can use it for bronzer. I can kind of use it for contour. But right now and where I am with my makeup, if I ain't got no cheekbones, then I just ain't got them. Like, that's just how I feel right now. So, not even going to stress it. Going in with some highlight, I'm going to take the Master Chrome from Maybelline. Honey, I'm so blessed to get PR packaging, but I be getting them so late. Like, I just recently reviewed the L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise collection with the peachy scent blushes and stuff and the eyeshadow palette and mascara and stuff. But that collection had been out for a little hot minute. Like, I just get the PR packages so late. And I mean, of course, I could go out and buy it, but it's like, if I know it's coming in PR, it's just kind of like, why waste the money? But yeah, I'm so grateful for PR packages because they're awesome. It allows me just to play around with makeup without me having to spend a dime. It's a tremendous blessing, and I remember the nights I used to pray for stuff like this, and it's happening. So I'm grateful, and this is not me complaining, but I will say, I be getting them mad late. And it's like, by the time I review it, 15 other things that came out, and I'll be like, and I just be thinking like, y'all don't even want to see it because y'all didn't seen all the reviews. So it's like, you know, but I'm gonna still review it anyway because you know what, like I said, I pray for nights like these, and I feel like if I turn around and complain, the Lord gonna be like, you know what, forget it. All right, so I want a little bit of blush, but I've been meaning to try out a new blush. I'm gonna try Charming. This one's a lot deeper, so I may have to use this one in moderation, not a whole lot. I'm gonna take my favorite blush brush. This is a Sephora brush. And I'm just gonna feather this into kind of like my contour area and just kind of pull it up. Ooh, look at me ODing. And it's like this part of my makeup application is like where I be wanting to stop and just be like, all right, I'm done, because I be tired. That's why sometimes I be thinking about switching up my makeup application and doing like my eyes first, because like by the time I'm done with my base, it's like I don't want to do nothing else but put on some mascara and lip gloss and out the door. I'm gonna take my eyelash curler. Y'all, I seen somebody on YouTube one time of like this funny video compilation of someone using a freaking eyelash curler, and after they finished using it, their eyelashes it snipped their, like it cut their eyelashes off. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, how did that happen? I just really want to know. I just want to know, like, how did that happen? We need to talk. We need to FaceTime with our new filters. So I'm going to take the new Lash Paradise Mascara from L'Oreal. New to me, old to y'all probably. Just simply because this mascara is really bomb. Not even trying to be biased because I got it in PR. But, yo, I have heard nothing but good things of this mascara, and I freaking see why. It is so good. Gotta always have that inner corner highlight, honey. And just a little touch to the brow. Alright, so real quick, I'm gonna line my lips with my Night pencil from Mented Cosmetics. Alright, so one thing I didn't do in the L'Oreal Paris review of the Lash Paradise, I really didn't test out any of the other lipsticks. I just kind of used these two in Bounced. So I'm going to take this time and look at some newer lipsticks before I use the same old, same old. I'm just going to swatch random ones. Don't know which one I'm going to wear, but this one is called Cutting Edge Cork. Cutting Edge Cork. It's a nice, cool, tony, mauve purple. All right, this one is called Defiant Orchid. This one almost looks the same. Ooh, that's pretty. So this one's more of like a pinky color. This is another reason why I don't like swatching a whole bunch of them, because I'd be like, I could give some of these lipsticks away. I could use these on clients, and it's like, you know. And that's like a really pastel. Can you guys see? Super pastel pink. I think my camera's looking for me. Super pastel pink. Pink purple. I think this whole collection is kind of surrounded by purple shades. All right, this one is called Risk Roses. Ooh, now this seems like a pretty color. What do you guys think? Pink. You guys see that? These are really nice and creamy and thick and opaque, and I am just completely here for it. This one is called Radical Rosewood. And I think I swatched this one before. Ooh, that's pretty. You guys see, look how rich. Ultra nude. OMG. That looks so nice. It may be more on the super pale side, but I think it'll make for a beautiful nude shade. All right, this one is called Sienna Supreme. Ooh, this is a beautiful brown. Look at that brown shade, guys. I'm always swatching it on the wrong side. Look at that. Beautiful brown shade. I'm gonna put that one to the side. This one is called Almost Taupe. This is another nudie color. This one's more of like a peachy nude. You guys see that one right there. This one's called Passionate Pink. Passionate Pink. Can you guys see? Passionate Pink. That's nice too. All right, we got about 5 more. This one's called Berry Extreme. Like very extreme, but very extreme. I'm just gonna do it on my hand. I'm running out of room. That one is nice. That one is a really nice purple shade, and it doesn't have like that outcast color. You know, like some dark colors have like a crazy outcast color. It's like it's purple, but it got like a pink undertone or something. It's so annoying. But anyway, this one is called Bold Mauve. This was more of like another purple, more deeper purple. All right, we got 3 more. This one is called All Out Pout. Ooh. All Out Pout. All of these are swatching so beautifully, so creamy, so pigmented. I will definitely recommend these. This one's called Rebel Rogue. That one's more of like a purpley pink right here in the front. That's nice. And then last but not least, this one's called Full Blown Fawn. And this is something I probably never will wear. But it's like a ashy color. Probably can barely see it, but it's right there. Super nice, right? So these are really nice. L'Oreal, thank you. Thank you a lot. This is really very generous. Super opaque, right? Super opaque, colorful. I love the color scheme. It gives a good variety of different shades. Radical Rosewood. Let's try out Radical Rosewood. And let's just see. Oh, wow. Radical Rosewood. Do y'all see that? Ooh, I like this. Very moisturizing, very comfortable, very creamy. Would it be transferable? Absolutely. Kiss proof? No, ma'am. Could it possibly get on your teeth? Maybe. But that's a really nice color. What do you guys think with today's makeup? All right. I really wanted to try the Sienna Supreme, but I've done dark lips a lot of times. Let's add a little bit of we might get some two-tone joint up in here. Ooh, just to make it a deeper shade. That is so pretty. That's beautiful. I love this. I love everything about this color. That's beautiful. Okay, I need to do something with my hair. All right, hence that we still got braids on our head. We were gonna do a wig. Y'all already knew this. So let me just put up my little braids here. We don't have to worry about finessing a wig today since this one is a bang. And first of all, let me plug up my flat iron really quick. All right, so this wig detail will be down below if you're interested in getting this wig. I actually reviewed this wig probably maybe a month ago. Holding up well, haven't worn it that much. I'll pull this back just a little bit. Haven't worn it since then that much, honestly. Just because I got back in the groove of doing my own hair. I need a brush. What did I do with my brushes? I'm just gonna brush this out real quick and just try to organize where my bang is and then where the regular hair is. All right, so I got my flat iron kind of on high. I just want to go through and just straighten the hair, especially my bangs. For some reason, my bangs are like flipped up. Like, what the world? Like, I've been contemplating. Well, I mean, I can't necessarily really contemplate right now. But I was giving it thought, like when my hair gets of length, I was thinking about cutting me some bangs. But then my whole thing would be, how often would I wear my hair straight to really, you know, wear my bangs straight, because my hair will be mostly curly all the time, because I have no plans to like straighten my hair all the time. Like I really want to stay heatless, but I think I will eventually straighten it maybe once a year just to see what it's doing. Also, oh my goodness. So, not sure if you guys know Minnie Marley here on YouTube. She's a beautiful, oh, I love her so much. She does makeup. I think she does mainly like hair and lifestyle videos, kid videos. She has a beautiful daughter. Just trying to give credit where it's due. But she just recently did a video talking about like her new hair color and just like a life update and all that stuff. And she was telling, in her video, she was talking about how she recently colored her hair. She had like some type of campaign with Cream of Nature or something. And they gave her like a hair makeover. They colored her hair. And y'all, let me show y'all. Y'all think I'm lying. I screenshot it and made it into its own personal picture. Like, that's how obsessed I was with her hairstyle. It is so beautiful. Look at this. Like, can you guys see? Can you guys see her hair color? Look at that. Ugh. I want to do that so bad with my hair. And then just, of course, wear my hair just curly and just poofed up and all of that. I want to do color, but I have to make sure I go to like specialists. I can't just be going to anybody putting color in my hair, because let me tell y'all, my cousin did that and the girl messed up her hair and she pretty much had to start her whole natural hair journey over again. I would have been tearing her salon up. But yeah, but I really want to try, even with my puff now at its length, I want to add color, but I'm like, no, it's too early to be doing stuff. It's too early. Like, let it get of length and enjoy it being lengthy, and then maybe play with it. But right now, just leave it alone. You know, if the Lord told me to just leave my hair alone and he's allowed it to grow so fast. People tell me all the time, do you take vitamins? You know, how is your hair growing so fast? It's like, honey, I believe it's honestly just obedience. Like when the Lord told me to stop cutting it, I think it's obedience, because my hair should not even be growing back. All the stuff that I've done to it, it shouldn't even have anything left. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to color it and then something bad happens to it and then God gonna be looking at me like, well, I told you to leave it alone. So what you gonna still do something to it for? So that's just my whole thought process. So this is me just wanting to do a quick little chit chat and just do some makeup and just introduce you guys to a new place in my life that I'm getting ready to jump into. I'm just really nervous, and I'll have my meeting next week. So yeah, so I'm just really trying to seek the voice of God about this and just really make sure this is something that he even wants me to do. You know, even if this was like something I'm like, oh yes, I gotta do it. I still gotta make sure it's what God wants me to do. Or in other words, I would probably still be miserable doing that. So I'll leave my email right here for you guys, and I'll also leave it in the description bar just in case you want to leave me some information about, you know, mortuary studies, just an experience. I would prefer it be from someone who's actually a mortician or was a mortician and maybe can give me insight as to why they're not anymore or what turned them away from it, or maybe change their mind, something like that, just to hear from someone. But if you do know someone, maybe your father, your mother, someone in your family close by as a mortician, and you may have some insight, I'll definitely appreciate that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat. All of the makeup products I used and mentioned will be down below. I'll even list all of the lipsticks that I use as well, just so you guys maybe get an idea of some drugstore lipsticks. These are drugstore. These are L'Oreal Paris, and it's beautiful. Honey, this is beautiful. This is high quality, and I'm sure it probably wasn't $6. So, boom. Thank you guys so much for watching. So, as always, if you're new, I'm Jay. If you're not new, I just thank you so much for supporting me with whatever I do here with my channel. I love each and every one of you to know. And of course, until next time, I will definitely see you all in my next video. Mwah.